Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone, or good afternoon. Summer now. It's weird to say good evening when the sun is still we still have like few hours for the sun to go away. So, good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. We're going to talk about 3 steps to collect more donations for your nonprofit. I know this is one thing that most of you struggle with is to collect donations. And I've seen a lot of people looking to get grants while they should be looking to collect more donations in order for them to achieve a point where they can be competitive for grants. So when you are applying for a grant and other 10 people or 100 people apply for that same grant, you will have a better chance to get those grants. Now, how do you get to that point? By building your organization capacity. And to help you build the organization capacity, you need to increase donations. And I spoke many times about ideal donors. You need to find those ideal donors. Now, 3 steps I want to focus on today on how to actually increase your donation, collect your donation, more donations from people. If you are new here, my name is Noor Al Masri. I am tax and accounting. I help nonprofit organizations increase their funding using my impact method. And if you do not know my impact method, you can feel free to register for my upcoming masterclass for free. I go over my impact method uh, platform or framework so you can learn my impact method. And I have a coaching program which walks you over step by step what you need to do in order to build the capacity for your organization. We are starting a new cohort soon in July. So if you are interested, feel free to book a call and I would love to go over with you to see if you are a good fit for the program or not, because the program is not for everyone. Now, enough with that. If you need more information, feel free to book a call. But for now, let's go over the 3 steps to collect more donations for your nonprofits. First thing, you want to make sure people know that you have a nonprofit. That's number one. You want to make sure to always talk about your nonprofit, talk about your program, talk about your mission, what you are doing. In every conversation, somehow you need to bring it up. That's the only way for people to know that you have a nonprofit. And you don't need to just be annoying about it. You just mention it as the conversation going. You give some information about it without being like annoying to people. And if someone wants to know more, they will ask you more. But the main thing, you want to bring it up, mention it, tell a story, but not be sure like to have it like within the conversation, not being annoying about it, and just let people know about it. Because if I don't know you have a nonprofit, how would you expect me to support you? I won't, because I simply don't know about you, don't know about your organization. I might be willing to support you, I might be your ideal donor. However, how do you know, or how do I know that you are um, managing or leading an organization that does what I would want to do and support if you don't tell me? So you want to make sure first people know about it, connect with people about your organization. I used to work full time with a lot of organization, and everyone who knows me on a personal level, and during that time when I was working for those nonprofit organization, I get so involved on that work while it's blended with me. So everywhere I go, people will hear about that organization some way or another. I will bring it up in one way or another. That's why a lot of nonprofit leaders love to work with me. Because, in my opinion, when you work in a nonprofit, especially, but not only, now I changed my mind a little bit. Also, in business, you need to be the same way. But let's talk about nonprofit now. When you work with a nonprofit, you have to be impact driven. You have to believe in the mission. You have to align with that mission and focus on that mission. And if you are believing on that mission, if you are in alignment with that, you would have no problem talking about it and telling people about it, about something interesting that happened that you did in your nonprofit. So people would know about it and they would know how to support you. Most likely, and most of the time, they will ask you more questions because charity work is really interesting and important for people, and everyone loves to do good in this world. So it has a um, great effect or great repetition with people when you do something about charity, so people love to know more. So to see if your mission is in alignment with their mission, with their personal mission, if it's in alignment with the things that would like to raise awareness or create the impact around. So they will ask you most of the time and you'll be able to explain to them. So you have to be really good about telling people on what's your mission about, and in a very good way, concise. So you're not going to talk about it 100 minutes or 100 hours. You want to say it within less than a minute. So, but when they ask you anything, you can go further and say more details without being boring, without losing the points you were focusing on. Now, this is the one thing. Make sure people know about it. Now, the other steps, that next step is make sure you have a way to collect donation. One of the most important thing is to have that donation button on your website. When I go to your website, and yes, you have to have a website. When I go to your website, it doesn't have to be fancy, just simple enough. It's very easy now to create a website, but when I go to your website, I have to see it clear. I don't have to ask anyone. I don't have to be confused. I shouldn't be confused. I should find that donation button right away in multiple places in your first page. When I click there, that should take me, and this is we're going to the third steps. So the donation button is clear there. I always also have a backup for that. And then third step, when I click on that button, I should see clearly what are you making, what are you doing with this donation? Meaning, are you supporting one family? If you were supporting, for example, homeless people, or are you supporting one family? Or maybe you're providing food for families. Are you supporting 1, 2, 3? How much do I have to pay to support 10, for example? I should have this information clear. I should have some options. I should know what you're doing, what you're providing. For example, if you're providing food, what does that food package include? Does it include meat? Does it include oil? Or what does it exactly have? Because a lot of people actually want to make sure like they're providing something beneficial for these people the way they think the other people want to be supported. And all of us coming from different background, from different point of view. So people want to make sure they are in alignment with you. And the more information in the very concise way you provide clarity of what are you doing with this money, the more likely I'll be donating to you. When I say that, I don't mean that you're not paying your staff or paying yourself. I'm not saying that, because that should be included and captured in the cost of the package, food package, for example. You should include that there. So, and that is a program cost. It's not overhead. So I'm talking about what exactly can that provide, because can you deliver food packages without you planning who you are going to use, where you buy the food from, planning for the transportation, the person who's going to deliver, and paying those people, paying yourself, paying for whatever it takes to deliver this program to? That's not overhead. That is a program cost. So that cost should be captured within the cost of that food package. So you want to make sure you break that down. Say, okay, for example, $50 will provide a food package that's enough for a week or a month or whatever, for a family of 5, a family of 4, whatever it is. So you want to, and it contains this much. So if people want to see more details. Now, I want to see options. For example, you have $50, 500, 1,000, and then a place where I can put my own amount. But you want to minimize the decision making places that I have to make decisions, because you hear about like people have fatigue about making decision. So the easiest you are making this for people to donate to you, the more donation you'll be able to collect at the end. So make sure you make it easy, simple. People can find it really quick. People know what you're doing, because if they don't know what you're doing, it's not easy enough for them to donate to you. Or if it's not clear enough, you're losing a lot of donations. All right. That's what I wanted to share with you today. If you need more support, I have multiple ways to support you creating a sustainable nonprofit organization and raising the opportunity for you to collect donations. You can definitely book a call with me at noorasbooks.com/contact. The link on the description if you're watching anywhere. If you are watching from Instagram, you can go to the link on the bio. You can also message me and I'll send you the link to book a call, or you can join me on my upcoming master class. That's probably going to be the last master class for the year. Free master class for nonprofits. It's going to be this Thursday, June 27, I think. Whatever that Thursday is, I think June 27 at 7 p.m. Central. You can register. Again, the link on the bio. I'm going to put the link here as well for you. So on the screen, so you can go to that link, register for the masterclass. This will be the last masterclass for this year. It's going to be free. And I will be talking about the impact method and other ways to make sure you are building a sustainable organization that can fulfill your mission, creating that impact you started your organization to create. All right. That was Noura Masri at Noura's Books. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.